We're also tracking new details out of Allen, Texas, where police have now identified a single gunman after a mass shooting at an outlet mall right outside of Dallas. The suspect is accused of shooting and killing 8 people and injuring 7 others. The youngest victim, just 5 years old. NBC's Morgan Chesky has more.
A community marred by gun violence coming together to mourn. A vigil honoring the 8 lives lost in what is now the second deadliest mass shooting this year.
Gunshots at the outlet mall.
The frantic scene unfolding in Allen, Texas, just north of Dallas. Police say 33-year-old Mauricio Garcia opened fire on Saturday at this crowded outlet mall.
I've got victims. We need an ambulance.
Law enforcement officials tell NBC the crime's now being investigated as a case of racial or ethnically motivated violent extremism. 2 officials say the suspect interacted with neo-Nazi and white supremacist content online. One official telling NBC authorities found a patch with a right-wing acronym on his chest. Sources also confirm police are reviewing this footage, showing the moment the gunman began to open fire on innocent shoppers as families barricaded themselves inside. Authorities tell NBC News the shooter wore a tactical vest and was armed with a rifle and handgun. More weapons and ammunition were later found inside his car.
I heard pop, 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 shooting, and everybody ran.
The suspect fatally shot by an officer who police say was already there for an unrelated call.
Everybody, I got.
Amid the chaos, acts of heroism. Some people were huddled inside an H&M store. One of them called his father, former police officer Stephen Spainhauer, who raced to the scene. He immediately began performing first aid on victims, but for some, it was too late.
The young child was underneath one of the victims, okay, laying on the ground.
And their parent?
They were on the ground. They were dead.
The father forced to wait agonizing minutes as officers led hundreds of shoppers out of the mall before he was finally reunited with his son. The former officer agreeing with so many others that something needs to change.
This is not a Democrat thing. It's not a Republican thing. It's an American problem.